If I had done just a little bit more research before starting my backcountry journey, I would have saved not only hundreds of dollars, but time spent in the backcountry fixing and dealing with minor issues. And you all know, issues while on the trail are magnified compared to issues at home. As a beginner backcountry camper, it may be a little intimidating when you start looking for gear either in store or online. And just so you know, we all start off in the same position. What's going on, everyone? Today I'm going to be bringing you my top 5 pieces of gear that I wish I never bought. Hopefully this video will help you save money and give you a little bit of information about what not to buy, at least from my perspective. I gotta admit, some of these items are embarrassing. At number 5, I got something very simple. My water bottle. Now, why was this water bottle a bad purchase? Well, for one, it's painted black. Now, when I had this on my first adventure, I actually had it strapped to my backpack. And when you're walking on a trail and the sun is beating on your back, this thing heats up. So the water that I had stored in here that was very cold ended up being really warm. Number 2, I had purchased this at an army surplus store, which they're actually known for having pretty crappy gear. There was a couple parts to this water bottle that broke. And I know you're thinking, how can parts of a water bottle break? But this actually came with this metal ring here and a carabiner. The carabiner completely broke off, and not only that, this ring was completely warped and 100% was not usable. It was completely bent. So while I was on the trail, I had to bend it back, and luckily I had an extra carabiner laying around. Another thing about this water bottle that I never thought of was, because this water bottle was actually a type of steel, the lid that goes on is plastic/rubber. Every now and then it gets cross-threaded and it ruins this lid. So it makes it very hard to twist it on and off. I actually distinctly remember when I was on my trip, I was very dehydrated and getting this on and off was unbelievably hard. The thread on this lid also does not work with any of the filtration systems I have, like my Sawyer Mini. And additionally, any water that's in here, because it's painted, I can't see if it's properly filtered or not. The only way to see if the water in here is clean is if you look down the bottom. It's much easier if your bottle is clear to see whether or not it's clean. If you hang this water bottle on your backpack, beware of the sound. Now, on one side it's kind of good because it's effectively a noisemaker, so it'll, deter bears and animals if that's what you want. But it also ruins your hike. I'm going to show you a preview of my first adventure, and you can hear this banging around on my backpack. People. Pretty loud, huh? Anyways, it's not that great of a product. I wish I didn't buy it. I only used it that one time, and I likely won't use it again. The only benefit is that because it is a form of steel, there is a possibility that if you need to boil water, you could do it in this, but I don't know where this was made, who made it. It looks like it's from a company called Yanes stainless steel, and it's 1,000 milliliters, but this is something I'm not going to use again. All right, now that we got a simple water bottle out of the way, it's time for number 4. We have this very cheap Coleman cook set. The reason I bought this was because I'm almost certain I forgot that I needed this a couple of days before my trip, so I went out to Walmart and bought the only one I found. The one thing I do like about it is that for the amount of pieces that you get, it compacts down into a pretty small size here. But I'll be honest with you, I used this one time and it completely warped. It's horrible quality. I will admit that this cook set is very lightweight and it is efficient when carrying it in your backpack. However, on high heat, you're gonna see major issues in terms of warping and burning. This is not a non-stick pan at all. When I made a steak, it was almost impossible to clean this because everything's stuck. It's a very cheap material, but again, it is very lightweight and it will work if you're only needing it for a night or two. Now, there are multiple uses for this cook set. Not only does it have that one pan, it also has a secondary pot/pan/bowl that you can eat out of. It does come with a cup, and it also does come with a very small pot with a lid. So worst case scenario, if you're going out for a night or two and you're not looking to break the bank, it's not the worst option you have, but if you're looking for longevity, this is not what you want to get. All right, now that we got the Coleman cook set out of the way, it's time for number 3. Now, I love knives. Knives are one of my favorite things about camping. And early on in my backcountry career, I always thought bigger is better. However, not the case. Honestly, look at how ridiculous this is. Look at that! Who needs this? Nobody needs this. Can you see it? It looks cool, doesn't it? It looks very cool. There you go. That looks cool, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks really cool. Very cool. And here's the case it comes in. Look at that. Can you see that? This is kind of cool because it did come with a sharpening stone in here. There's an extra pocket. I took the stone out and I actually put a multi-tool in here. So that's kind of cool. And this straps around your leg. So it helps to reduce the flay of the knife when you're walking. But this knife is almost 2 pounds. It's 1.5 pounds to be exact. This is way more than you'll ever need. I will admit, it's very, very comfortable. You feel powerful with it, but it's stupid. Why I bought it, I don't know, and I'm pretty sure I spent $50 or $60 on it. Not only is it pointless, but the company is called MTech USA. I'm not bashing the quality. I think the quality is actually pretty good, and it feels nice. The balance is also very good. However, it's called MTech USA, but it's made in China, so it's kind of a little misleading. Now, it's not the quality that puts this at number 3 on the list. It's the fact that it's not realistic to have in the backcountry. Unless you think that you're gonna be fending off bears and, ooh, I'm cool. No, it's not worth it. There's no point. Now get yourself something much smaller, much easier to handle, and one that doesn't have this awkwardly shaped blade. This is very hard to fillet a fish, although I've done it. This is more of a knife that's cool just for looks. If you can see it, this whole knife is also 12 inches long. So, I mean, plus this, that's quite bulky for something you're rarely gonna use. However, it is strong and bulky enough to baton wood and stuff like that, but you'll likely have either a machete or an axe with you. So something like this, you don't need it this big. All you need is a smaller knife to help, you know, cut up vegetables or something like that, or sharpen a piece of wood for a spear or something like that. Again, not totally useless at home or to fiddle around with, but not realistic to have in the backcountry. I'm gonna put on the screen a much better alternative, and it's also something that I purchased, and I think it's a great quality knife. All right, kind of embarrassed that I have that knife still, but you know, I can't throw it out. That'd be a complete waste. Now, we're getting to number 2 on the list. Now, this was something I wasn't expecting that I was going to need until I really realized what kind of a sleeper I am. I also don't have this product anymore because it stopped working after its first or maybe second use, so I threw it out. Now, prior to purchasing this, I totally didn't realize that I was a definite side sleeper, and being a side sleeper, we require very specific sleeping pads. However, it's not just the sleeping pad itself, it's the fact that this was extremely lightweight and also had essentially zero insulation. So not only was I sleeping essentially on the ground, but I was essentially sleeping on freezing ground because there was no insulation. Now, just for $80, I was able to upgrade to the Static V insulated light sleeping pad from Climate, which is head and shoulders above this product. I highly suggest not buying this product and getting the Climate Static V instead, especially if you are a side sleeper. Now, I'm 185 pounds, and while sleeping on this, not only was my butt and my shoulders completely on the ground, I took up the whole space of this sleeping pad. My shoulders were almost off of the sleeping pad. If you're any taller than 6 feet, you're gonna be hanging off of the sleeping pad as well. And like I said, after only 1 or 2 uses, the sleeping pad stopped holding air. Because I don't have the product with me, I'm going to post a link from the Outdoor Review channel. I think that's his name. But he does a review of not the exact one that I bought, but a similar one. These types of sleeping pads are just being rebranded by a bunch of different companies, but he'll have a lot of good information for you. Alrighty, now at number 1, this is probably the most important one that I never truly thought about before backcountry camping. Now, before I get to number 1, please, if you guys could take this moment to comment down below what you think of the video so far. What was your worst backcountry purpose? What was your worst backcountry purchase? And let me know after I explain what number 1 is, what one do you think is the worst of all of my purchases? Thank you very much, guys. Every like and subscribe means so much to me, and it really boosts the channel's algorithm so that more people like you can watch my videos. Okay, at number 1, the most important thing that I wish I didn't purchase and wish I purchased something more expensive were these bad boys. Oh man. So, I bought these at an Army surplus store for, I think maybe $5 each. There's 2 different kinds that they had, and I bought 2 of each. I'm pretty sure all of these broke, and I maybe used them 2 or 3 times. One of the worst things about these is that they come using AAA batteries. These AAA batteries, you unlock the side and slide them in. Hey, look at that! I'm surprised it works. So there's only 2 settings. There's on, and then there's like blinking like SOS, and then off. So 100% of the time when you're not using these, you have to take the batteries out, because no matter where you keep them, the batteries die. It's very annoying. It happens to all 4 of mine. All 4 of mine, the batteries die. So take out the battery when they're in storage. Not only that, the straps that these have are very, are very poor. You can see this one doesn't, like, hello! How does that look? Yeah, not that good. These are very poor. The main problem with these, other than all of the other problems, is that it doesn't shine in a specific area. It's a very broad shine, and it literally only shines like 5 to 10 feet in front of you. So if there's an animal in the bushes or something like that, and you're like, I gotta see what it is, and you turn this on, you're never gonna see it. You might see a reflection in its eyes, but if it's farther than like 7 feet, 10 feet, something like that, you're never gonna see it. Very poor decision. I'm very unhappy with these. I'm definitely gonna be purchasing something else. I don't even think I bring these on my trips anymore. Like I said, that one works. I'm 100% sure this one doesn't work, and probably the other 2 don't work as well. Not worth it. Not worth it at all. Definitely get yourself one that can charge via USB port, and one that has more lumens, one that can shine very far, and also one that has a dimmer setting on it, because always on or SOS is not always what you need. I'm gonna post all of the alternatives that I purchased after I realized these suck in the description box down below. I guarantee you, if you buy any of these items that I showed you today, you're gonna regret it. Now, that's not saying they are horrible. It's just saying that for backcountry camping, these items are not worth your time. You're gonna wanna upgrade. Even if it's 50% more expensive, get that over this stuff, because this stuff it's not worth it. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned. I finally got myself a winter sleeping bag, so I'm going to be going out on some winter camping trips, and I'm super excited. And I'm gonna start doing camping challenges. And these are challenges that you guys, the subscribers and viewers, are able to vote on and kind of tell me what kind of challenges you would like to see from me. So please stay tuned, comment, like, subscribe, please. Everything like that really helps out the channel. Thanks again for watching and participating. And also, make sure you watch this video up here or up here. One of these, it's gonna pop out. I'll also put it in the description box, but I'm doing an Amazon gift card giveaway. So make sure you watch the video and find out how exactly you can be in on this giveaway. Good luck, everyone. It's been great this past few weeks, uploading videos and seeing your guys' reactions to it. And thanks again. We'll see you soon.